Hi, so my name is Giancarlo Lopez. You may call me G. I graduated from Brooklyn College in 2022 with a BA in theater, and then in 2019 I graduated with an associate's in science degree from Queensborough Community in technical theater, and now I'm working on Olivia O as the stage manager.
Awesome. Welcome. So, what draws you to musical theater in general? Like, I know I know what I love, but what do you love about
Definitely.
it?
So I guess it first stems from like theater where I just love seeing life put on stage. So for me, I'm a multifaceted artist, so I do directing, playwriting, and other little arts like visual arts or, performing arts as well. So I just love musical theater for its aspect of adding more life onto the stage. So in general, like for me, I guess as a playwright, I sometimes sing while I'm going through life and making my own little songs. So I'm like, this would be good for like a stage. So like that's where my like playwriting stems. So for musical theater, it's just like everything all together, what I kind of do in my life, but just seeing somebody else portraying their vision, their written work, their directorial work on stage. And it's just like, cool.
Oh, high five. You and I are going to get along, man, because I do the same exact thing, like walking around the kitchen, making up little songs in your head.
Literally, it could be anything. It could be
I'm
like
putting
used
bread in the
pouring cereal.
toaster. I'm
Yeah.
pouring milk in my cereal. Like,
Like you try to make a like a nice rhythm and beat, you're like, you know what, this could be a bop. It's like, I just need to like bring a few like a few musicians and producers here just to help me make it and like work out the kinks, but this could be a bop. And it's like people were like, what do you mean a bop? I was like, well, for musical theater, but still, like a lot of people love musical theater anyways, that they even listen to it on their train ride to work. So I mean, why not?
I've always said I want my life to be like a musical, like people spontaneously burst
Oh
into
my God.
song.
I
Like,
always wanted to see like just the people just come out and start breaking and dance and it's just like, where do you guys all come up? Like the flash mob or but yeah, that. Oh my God. I would love to see that. Like what? Like I love seeing those videos and their reactions. It's just like, oh my God. But yeah, musical theater, that's what I just love. It's just so much going on. In some musicals, there's all just songs. Well, some musicals is songs and then some dialogue. So what I just like about musical theater is that versatile where it's still a musical nonetheless. Once you have the music and actors singing along and an ensemble and everything, the background, the lights, yeah.
nice, nice. Now, in particular, what excites you? I know you're working for Olivia O, the musical. What excites you about Olivia O?
Definitely. So I'm excited about Olivia O. One that I've met with Jenica, Jessica, as well as yourself, last week on Adelphi University's Artivism program. So I was able to be introduced to folks, and it was amazing to meet all you lovely ladies and listen to the music, and I was definitely like dancing to it. And once I saw on backstage you guys were looking for someone. I was nervous and excited. I was like, should I? I was like, but I just met them. Would that be weird? You know what? Let me just go for it. So I was just like, hey guys, I just introduced you guys as the ambassador like this week that passed. Um, just curious if you guys would probably be interested in having me. So yeah, that's how that went. And after a day, they were like, you know what? Yeah, would like to have you. And I was so excited and nervous. I was like, oh my God, okay. So we had to just start getting stuff to work. So literally starting March 1st, I started sending emails, talking to whoever on the creative team, telling them what I need to do, started writing all the cast, and I was just like, okay. And I still have so much more stuff to do, especially after this. And I'm just like, whoa, this is gonna be great, but there's a lot of stuff to do. So
I feel that way all the time. Like, uh,
just
is
like,
there something
okay.
is there something about the story that appeals to you?
What I peel most to the story is that it's background from a 14-year-old Guatemalan girl, and I am half Guatemalan. So I just like that I could relate to this character's background and that probably even help give any influence on whatever need be on the stage or whatever with creative team or with actors or just whatever in whatever capacity I'm asked of. I would love to help and just give my insights as being like part Guatemalan. But not just that, but I just love that it's a musical about activism. It's a musical about giving people a voice who typically don't have a voice or told not to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Like spontaneous, I guess I want to say, like
Hmm.
not giving yourself that footing. And I feel like this is kind of like a, it's
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
there's a lot of emotion in it
Yeah.
also. So it's just
Hmm.
like it's not just one thing, it's multiple stuff intertwined. And it's just a lot of complexity in it. So I'm just excited about it. So I just love to just dive in and see what's everybody's vision on it, what's everybody's interpretation, because I know maybe mine could be completely different than what's you know one of the actors or versus the musical director or whoever. So I love to see what everybody says about this together.
I love it. Thank you. And you really touched on that. Um, that she finds her voice at the end, right? Like there's this kind of um constraining of her voice and her world and her life,
Yeah.
really. And I mean, a lot of the main characters go from this feeling of being kind of constrained, not kind of, until and then by the journey there's this opening and connection that happens. And um yeah, thank you for I
Yeah.
think you nailed that feeling that we're trying to get
You know,
across.
it's
And
it's
yeah,
it's a very like just complex feeling, I have to say. It's like I bittersweet maybe?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, good.
Like
Thank you.
maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like let's and seeing it on stage is gonna be amazing, right?
Definitely. Oh my God, that's my favorite part. Just seeing the script come to life. It's just like it's one thing reading it. It's another thing, doing like a read through of the cast, but then now actually seeing people off book on stage and just embodying these characters is like, wow. It's like this happened.
So,
I'm excited for that part.
me too. Thank you. And what's next for you? What are you excited about for the future? Like of theater, of the show, of your life? Like,
So I'll say first for the show, I'm just excited to meet everybody. I'm excited to see all our dynamics and just make everything work. And just at the end, see our show go live in Pennsylvania. And hopefully everybody loves it. Nonetheless, I hope everybody just enjoys their time being part of it. And we just do an excellent job and everybody just puts their best foot forward. And as for me in the future, I mean, I'm definitely looking for more theater opportunities, whether it's directing, writing, or even stage managing again. So I'm definitely open for that. And I'm starting to like start up a new social media platform. So I don't have anything as of yet, but I'm trying to get all that all sorted together. So it's gonna pretty much be about like the art of living, but
oh,
also
nice.
exploring life with art. So I'm gonna go like through different art fields and stuff and explore that. You see, hey guys, I'm not the best, but I'm gonna try this. Let's see how this goes. Let's try this. Because I feel like in general, I'm a multifaceted artist
Hmm. Hmm.
and I like to explore, I like to dabble, and at the end, art is not always perfect, and that's okay. We try to perfect it all the time, especially as artists, like we want this to be awesome, we want this to be best, we want this to be A plus, like top-notch quality. But we also have to understand art is how we're expressing our inner selves, how we want something to come to life. And sometimes that vulnerability isn't perfect and it's very human. And that's one of the main cores of art, the humanity in it. And that's why there's also like a lot of controversy with AI art and like people making their own stuff now. So that's where I'm going with the core at.
I love it. I'm excited to hear more about that too, for
Yeah,
sure. For sure. So, thank you so much for coming to this interview and for joining our crew. I can't wait to meet you in person
definitely. Saturday the
and
16th.
yeah, and share this vision of this show coming to life and just really appreciate you stepping up.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being so easy to talk to because I get very nervous easy, but at the same time, I just like to talk also. It's like Hi, how are you? Like, even if I feel scared, that's the thing I like about theater. Like, you kind of become comfortable with that vulnerability, and you're like, kind of just have to just go with it, and just like, it's okay, just 1 minute at a time, one step at a time, and just try to be yourself. And sometimes that's hard because people will be judgy, but at the same time, theater is so open, so lively, and I'm just happy to be back.
Awesome.